Hello everybody, I'm Aditya Mehta, a proud above-knee amputee cyclist. I met with an accident 9 years back. It was a road accident. Bus banged me twice from back. I was on a bike, my Bullet, Royal Enfield. My bike pulled me for around 200 meters and my right leg got injured. I saw the bus, it was coming over my head. And I turned my whole body in between like two tires and I was trying to pull my leg. Was not able to, and bus it went over my leg. In fact, I have to share you a most important thing. I never used and that was my first day when I wore that helmet. And because of that helmet, my life was saved. That 15 days of my hospitalization, it was my toughest days of my life. I still remember I used to get scared every second day when doctor used to come and they used to take me to operation theater for cleaning up my wound without painkillers. I still remember I was confined in a room trying to count cracks in the ceiling, trying to check cobwebs in the room. I still remember that bad smell from my own wound, the pain. I had bad bed sores as I was not able to move my body. That 15 days of hospitalization, one of the toughest day was the 8th day. Doctor was in hurry. He was speaking to someone on the Bluetooth while dressing. Generally, they apply soframycin patch in between wound and cotton. He applied the cotton and wrapped it with the POP. So after 2 days, cotton was stuck into the wound and he had to pull that with forceps. 7 times, sir, sir. The day this incident happened, before that, my 4 fingers used to move, last 4 fingers. I had a hope that my leg might get saved. But after that day, my 4 fingers stopped moving. On the 10th day of my hospitalization, they had to operate my leg above the knee, in middle, that to middle of my thigh. A person like me who used to always travel a lot, a person like me who used to never sit at one place, was confined for 6 months. I still remember the days when I used to walk on crutches, walker, try to balance. It took 6 months to recover. I wore my new prosthetic limb. I started walking for 1 kilometer and slowly I pushed it for 11 kilometers in a day. I wasted my 6 years to find what am I for. And one day I saw a big billboard of a cycling event. Cycling was my passion since my childhood, and that hoarding really inspired me to take up cycling. And the same day I asked my brother to just hold me from back. And I still remember the day I rode for 1 kilometer, and in that kilometer I had 5 falls. I was not able to balance. And that 5 fall made me so strong. In last 3 years, I rode 57,000 kilometers. I just wanted to get in Limca Books of Records. So I pushed myself for 100 kilometers and I was the first Indian to to claim a record of fastest 100 kilometers. So that turned into something else. One day I got a call from Cycling Federation of India that you have been selected for Asian Cycling Championship. I was super excited. I didn't expect this. I designed my own artificial limb for my cycling. As this leg was very heavy, the leg what I designed, it is like 5% of this leg. With a local fabricator, I just cut my foot and I designed it. My coach was really annoyed with that. He said, this is not the right time to do. You have only 15 days for Asian Championship and you're doing all this. I was always a stubborn and I had never listened to anybody from day one. So I started practicing on that on the 5th day, before Asian Cycling Championship. The 5th day before Asian Cycling Championship, I was training and my leg got unlocked from the socket and went in front wheel. I flew in air for 10 feet. My tailbone was injured. My family, doctors, my coach, everybody was annoyed with me. You are not going to represent India. You will not participate. But I was the first above-knee amputee from India to represent an Asian Cycling Championship. I always said that I never listened to anybody. So I just told my parents that I'm not going to represent that. I'm just going there and going to watch the race. The day on the championship, I sat on a saddle. It was painful. I gave my best. I just remembered my words when my coach told me and he whispered me in my ears that I know, man, you'll do your best. You give your best. You are the one. That words really boosted my energy and I won 2 silver medals for India. First above-knee amputee to win double silver medal in Asian Cycling Championship. There I met my extended family who were really trying hard to get medals. I didn't knew that they were this kind of unrecognized heroes. They used to play badminton on wheelchair, badminton while hopping, lawn tennis on wheelchair, basketball on wheelchair. They were like world number 1 to world number 15. Most of them were from really poor family. So that really pushed me to do something for them. So I did London, Paris, and 3.5 days, 9,000 feet climb. There I met my friends there who used to ride and raise money for different causes. So I took up a new challenge. My friends really started laughing at me. You're gone mad. Why do you want to do that? I rode from Kashmir to Kanyakumari to help my extended family, to raise money for them and to speak about the awareness. 32 days, 3,800 kilometers. I started in -4 and ended up my ride at 45 degrees full of humid. As I always say, life without challenges is really boring. I took up another challenge in less than 6 months. I rode from Manali to Leh to Khadung, 18,380 feet, one of the toughest ride till date in my 57,000 kilometers. Generally, if I keep pedaling, my stump is nothing but my operated leg. It gets shrinked. So my socket used to turn and my skin used to get rubbed and I used to get cuts in my flesh. I reached Leh on 9th day with multiple issues. My nose used to bleed because of high altitude. Being above-knee amputee, one of the toughest part was managing in Indian washroom. I didn't know that I had to do that. I was almost miserable there. That made me so tough. And after that, on 15th August, I reached with my national flag, Indian flag. In fact, I might be the first above-knee amputee to ride to the highest motorable road in 10 days. After that, we didn't turn back. We could reach 21 people with 25 things on an average of 3 lakhs rupees each sponsorship to all my para-athlete family. With all these rides, we have a now big team who wants to do the same thing and who wants to just create the same awareness in our country. I had an idea. In fact, I took up another tougher challenge. I wanted to reach as many as people I can. So I took up a new challenge. I did like Delhi to Bombay, 250 kilometers in a day, 1450 kilometers in 6 days. That too, without my prosthetic limb. I removed it, I pulled it with one single leg, pull, push. I just tell them that I was never a sportsman. I was 100% banya, earning money. Money was everything for me. And today, because of sports, I left my business. I'm 100% dependable on my parents. And like, I'm only working towards this cause. Sports has changed complete view towards my life. I just tell them, you can use us. All my team is here. We train them in all different kind of sports. And we have got associated after this ride with CRPF and Border Security Force to train and counsel them. And first training camp is going to be in this June. I always wanted to help my extended family. And now, today, we dream. In fact, we are very strong. Our dream is going to come true in next 1.5 years. We are going to start our first sports academy for special people, a rehabilitation center in Hyderabad. For small things, we feel that, why does this thing happen to me? But if you take your disadvantage as an advantage, what I did that, I proved myself. It's not about body, it is about mind. If your mind is strong, you can achieve anything in your life. I live life as there is no tomorrow. Every second of my life is so important and I live only in present. This is all because of my father who stood next to me and said, this is a beautiful life. You should just thank God that He saved your life, and that all positivity from my parents and everybody, it changed my life. The toughest part was sympathy. People who used to show me sympathy, who used to call me Bichara, now I ask them to ride with me for my warm-up. It's only 20 kilometers in my speed. Now I call them Bichara. They can't ride with me. I have like 5 Limca records. I have 2 silver medals for country. And that is almost zero for me. I don't want that. Because I have turned myself into something else, and I'm only working towards my extended family. That gives me my pleasure, like 100% satisfaction towards my life. That has it's almost zero. That is my life. And I dream to reach as many as people I can. Thank you.